Hey everyone, I hope you're all okay being stuck at home. We're going to be making some changes to our class. As you know, I've been working hard and converting our class to an online format. So I'm going to walk you through those changes here with this updated syllabus. But boy, I'll tell you, this whole working from home thing, man, it changes you. I feel like you wake up every day and you're just like a new person. All right, so let's go ahead and walk through the syllabus here. Everything that is a major change or is a change is either highlighted in yellow or is circled in yellow in the case of the schedule later on. So obviously everything's moving to an online format, so we won't be meeting in a classroom anymore. We'll be meeting through WebEx, and you can access that through Canvas. Um, and then office hours as well will be the same time, Tuesdays 11 to 4, but through WebEx as well. And you can actually sign up for a specific appointment on Canvas. There are some instructions there. And then I've also created a class GroupMe group for faster kind of quick questions. If you'd like, you don't have to join it, but if you'd like to, you can just scan this QR code right there, and that'll help you join the class GroupMe group. So let's keep going down here then. Like I said, all the changes are highlighted in yellow. So for the first thing that we'll talk about is the reading quizzes. So for the quizzes, the changes that we're going to be making is that the quizzes are all open book now. Since they're online and you're doing them remotely, I figured let's just make them open book. You'll still have 10 minutes to complete them. But the quizzes will be open for a certain amount of time. And that time is listed on the schedule down below in the syllabus. But make sure you start them at least 10 minutes before the deadline, because you still only have that 10 minutes. Once you start it, you've got 10 minutes to finish it. Okay, so again, that's for quizzes. We only have a few quizzes left, the reading quizzes. And then we have brainstorms through or reading questions and brainstorms. So the reading questions, instead of just handing those in on paper, obviously we won't be seeing each other, so just you'll turn those in on Canvas. You'll see a link on Canvas there to submit them. They're still due at the start of class or by the start of class for the day in which the reading questions are relevant. So, and then in addition to reading questions, we have our brainstorm activities. And so for the brainstorm activities, we actually won't be doing any more brainstorm activities because the technology, it's going to take too much and we don't have enough time to be able to figure that out. So unfortunately, we won't have any more brainstorm sessions. Now, if you were counting on those last 3 brainstorm sessions to get up to your 50 contribution points, remember, you only need 50. You're not required to do all the brainstorm sessions for the semester. But if you needed those, then what I've done is given you an alternative activity for that. So you can, for each of the remaining brainstorms, just find an article that shows some concept from that chapter and just answer the question, what concept is demonstrated and how? And do that in very brief, half-page max summary, and turn that in on Canvas. Again, the deadline for each of these will be just like the brainstorm preps, where it's the beginning of class on the date listed. Again, you don't have to do that. That's only if you were counting on having those brainstorm preps, the 3 remaining ones, to get up to your 50 points needed for class contributions. So those are the brainstorms. And then if we move on here, for your individual paper, remember you've got to write that paper about Pixar, what makes Pixar so innovative. So with that, you still have this extra credit opportunity meeting with a writing center consultant, but they're doing all of theirs online. So just when you finish that, what you'll have is on your screen, it'll show that you finished your appointment. Take a screenshot of that, and you'll submit that as your evidence there. And then we have our project here. It's technically a team project, but I have an individual alternative for anyone that wants to. So what you'll do here is this week we'll be talking about this. You'll be putting yourselves into teams. You'll get to pick the size, and remember your deliverables are a presentation of an innovation. So MITRE, the company, is going to be sponsoring. They've put together a couple of problems that they work on with some of their clients, and you'll get to pick one of those problems, and you'll be putting together an innovative solution with your team and you'll present that. Okay, so the team deliverables are your presentation. Well, the presentations are going to be given live through WebEx at the time indicated on the course schedule. Okay, so you'll have plenty of time between now and then to practice using WebEx as a team, and so I highly recommend that you use that time to practice, and I'll be there online with you to be able to walk you through and answer questions for you. So that's a change. And then I updated this part of the project to be a little clearer. This is a creative process report. Basically, in your team, you're going to plan out, okay, what creative process are we going to use, right? You've learned the creative problem solving model. You're going to plan out your own strategy there. And then this is simply a brief but detailed summary of what you did. So how did you brainstorm? How did you work together and collaborate using the creative problem solving process? And so that'll be included as one of your deliverables there. Okay, so if you really don't like this idea of working remotely with a team, I think, I would encourage you to do it because it's a really good experience. I mean, everyone in the work world right now is going through this, and people use things like WebEx and other things to collaborate with teams all the time anyway. So it's a really good skill to have. But if you really don't want to do that, that's not what you signed up for when you signed up for the class, then here's an alternative for you. The alternative is basically you'll still pick one of the problems that we're getting from MITRE, and you will develop an innovation, but you'll do it on your own, and then you'll just write a paper for it. Here are the requirements for that 10 to 15 page paper that outlines your understanding of the problem and your innovation, your solution to it. And you'll still have a creative process report, but obviously that won't be with a team. That'll be yours. And so here are the requirements for that. So again, I still recommend that you work with a team and work remotely with a team. But if you really don't want to, then you can use this individual project alternative. Okay. So then if we go down here, we get to the schedule. Here's just some updates for the schedule. Okay, so on our schedule here, I've added some extra details just to try to be as clear as possible for you. You'll notice that what we're doing this Monday is on the 23rd is we're just getting set up online. I just want you to join through WebEx, same time as class would normally be, and we're going to talk about how we use all this online stuff, and I'll answer any questions that you might have about the changes here to the class. And then on Wednesday, we've got our guest speaker from MITRE who's going to be joining us through WebEx again. Explaining the project. And then you'll notice there are times here we don't have any live online class. Okay, so we actually won't be meeting on those days. So like on March 30th here, and then April 6th, April 13th, any of these days, we're not going to meet live, but I will be available on WebEx, meaning I'll just be kind of sitting on WebEx from 5 to 6 p.m. And if you want to jump on there and practice, using WebEx as a team, or if you want to consult with me on your project, that's what this is really for, is to be able to consult with me about your project. So use that time there. And these are the things that I'm recommending you do. Like here, you should plan your team's creative process on that day, right? And then down here, we've just got consultations with me as well. Okay. And then we will have some more or less regular days where we will meet live through WebEx. So like on April 1st here, we're going to meet live through WebEx. Now, if you start to join and for whatever reason your technology is just not working, I'm going to record these sessions so that you can watch them. If something happens to go wrong and your internet speed's just not up to par that day or something like that, or there's some technical issue. Okay, so on these days we will have live WebEx sessions, and these are going to be the days where at the beginning of class, if you've got reading questions, you submit the reading questions, and I'm going to go through those and answer those. And so again, the reading questions, you're going to submit those on Canvas. You'll see a link on there for that. These are the days also where you'll have a reading quiz. Rather than doing the quiz the first 10 minutes of class, you just need to have it done by the time class starts. Okay, so they'll be open from 12 to 5:30. Remember, you've got 10 minutes. Once you open it, you've got 10 minutes to finish it. Okay, and then again, the reading questions there. And here's the assigned reading as normal. Okay. Um, and then we have this final day for a wrap up, and then our project presentations are during finals week. Remember, we don't have any final exam in this class. So those are the changes. I hope it all makes sense, but if it doesn't, like I said, tomorrow what we're going to be doing is just going through all of this. Anyway, I'm excited to be able to get to meet with you guys some more, and hope everyone's doing well, and I'll see you soon.